You struggle, twist and turn, trying hard to find a way out of the box, a way to get beyond the invisible barriers that have held you back so long. And suddenly, one day, who knows why, something fundamentally shifts inside you, and you feel a freedom you've seldom known, a willingness to wake up and tell yourself the truth about what's really happening, and the courage to finally climb out of your box, step into the sunshine, and move on with your life. And it feels good. A time comes in your life when you finally get it, when in the midst of all your fears and insanity, you stop dead in your tracks, and somewhere the voice inside your head cries out, "Enough!" Enough fighting, crying, and struggling to hold on, and like a child quieting down after a blind tantrum, your sobs begin to subside. You shudder once or twice, you blink back your tears, and begin to look at the world through new eyes. This is your awakening. You realize it's not to stop hoping and waiting for something to change, and for happiness, safety, and security to come galloping over the horizon. You come to terms with the fact that neither of you are Prince Charming or Cinderella, and that in the real world there aren't always fairy tale endings, or beginnings for that matter, and that any guarantee of happily ever after must begin with you, and in the process a sense of serenity is born of acceptance. You awaken to the fact that you are not perfect, and that not everyone will always love, appreciate, or approve of who or what you are, and that's okay. They are entitled to their own views and opinions, and you learn the importance of loving and championing yourself, and in the process, a sense of newfound confidence is born of self-approval. You stop complaining and blaming other people for the things they did to you or didn't do for you, and you learn that people don't always say what they mean or mean what they say, and that not everyone will always be there for you, and that it's not always about you. So you learn to stand on your own and to take care of yourself. And in the process, of sense of safety and security is born of self-reliance. You stop judging and pointing fingers, and you begin to accept people as they are and to overlook their shortcomings and human frailties. And in the process, a sense of peace and contentment is born of forgiveness. You realize that much of the way you view yourself and the world around you is a result of all the messages and opinions that have been ingrained into your psyche, and you begin to sift through all of the crap you've been fed about how you should behave, how you should look, how much you should weigh, what you should wear, what you should do for a living, how much money you should make, what you should drive, how and where you should live, who you should marry, the importance of having and raising children, and what you owe your parents, family, and friends. You learn to open up to new worlds and different points of view, and you begin reassessing and redefining who you are and what you really stand for. You learn the difference between wanting and needing, and begin to discard the doctrines and values you've outgrown or should have never have bought into to begin with, and in the process you learn to go with your instincts. You learn that it is truly in giving that we receive, and there is power and glory in creating and contributing, and stop maneuvering through this life merely as a consumer looking for your next fix. You learn that principles such as honesty and integrity are not the outdated ideals of a bygone era, but the mortar that holds together the foundation upon which you must build a life. You learn that you don't know everything. It's not your job to save the world, and that you can't teach a pig to sing. You learn to distinguish between guilt and responsibility, and the importance of setting boundaries and learning to say no. You learn that the only cross to bear is the one you chose to carry, and that martyrs get burned at the stake. Then you learn about love, how to love, how much to give and love, when to stop giving and walk away. You learn to look at relationships as they really are, not as you would have them be. You stop trying to control people, situations, and outcomes, and you learn that alone does not mean lonely. You stop working so hard at putting your feelings aside, smoothing things over, and ignoring your needs. You learn that feelings of entitlement are okay, and that it's your right to want things and to ask for things you want, and that sometimes it is necessary to make demands. You come to the realization that you deserve to be treated with love, kindness, sensitivity, and respect, and won't settle for less. And you learn that your body really is your temple, and you begin to care for it and treat it with respect. You begin to eat a balanced diet, drink more water, take more time to exercise. You learn that being tired fuels doubt, fear, and uncertainty, and so you take more time to rest. Just as food fuels the body, laughter fuels our soul, so you take more time to laugh and play. You learn, for the most part, you get in life what you believe you deserve, and that much of life truly is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You learn that anything worth achieving is worth working for, and that wishing for something to happen is different than working toward making it happen. More importantly, you learn that in order to achieve success, you need direction, discipline, and perseverance. You also learn that no one can do it all alone, and that's okay to risk asking for help. You learn the only thing you must truly fear is the greatest robber baron of all, fear itself. You learn to step right into and through your fears, because you know that whatever happens, you can handle it. And to give in to your fear is to give away the right to live life on your terms. You learn to fight for your life and not to squander it living under a cloud of impending doom. You learn that life isn't always fair. You don't always get what you think you deserve, and that sometimes bad things happen to unsuspecting good people. On these occasions, you learn not to personalize things. You learn that God isn't punishing you or failing to answer your prayers. It's just life happening. You learn that negative feelings such as anger, envy, and resentment must be understood and redirected, or they will suffocate the life out of you and poison the universe that surrounds you. You learn to admit when you are wrong and to build bridges instead of walls. You learn to be thankful and to take comfort in many of the simple things we take for granted, things that millions of people upon the earth can only dream about: a full refrigerator, clean running water, a soft warm bed, a long hot shower. Slowly, you begin to take responsibility for yourself by yourself and make yourself a promise to never betray yourself, never ever settle for less than your heart's desire, and you hang a wind chime outside your window so you can listen to the wind, and you make it a point to keep smiling, to keep trusting, and stay open to every wonderful possibility. Finally, with courage in your heart and God by your side, you take a stand, you take a deep breath, you begin to design the life you want to live as best you can. And that is awakening. Unknown author, thank you so much for listening. If you like my channel, please follow. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you.